Hey guys, good morning. This is Luis Moreno with Simply Health Insurance. One of our agents hit me with a great question yesterday. He submitted a Medicare Advantage application and utilized the OEP election because we're in the first quarter of the year and it got declined. So he called and said, hey, why did this thing get declined? Well, what we found out is that the insured had already utilized the OEP election and wanted to go back to their app prior to the change. Well, guys, there's no way to really know unless the insured tells you. So what we did is we called broker support of one of the carriers that he works with, asked them what happened, and what they said was the OEP election was used in January for a February 1 effective date. So if you're unsure whether an election has been utilized, do not be afraid to call broker support. Speak to one of those reps and ask them which SEP is available for your insured. Now, I'm going to tell you, we were able to save this account. Okay, why? Because this individual had LIS, low income subsidy. You can utilize that election one time every quarter for the first 3 quarters of the year. You cannot use it on the last quarter of the year. So typical SEPs that you can utilize for Medicare Advantage are maintaining LIS or dual or Medicaid. Okay. Also, losing it creates a special election. Okay. What about the chronic? If they have a certain chronic condition, for example, in my area, diabetes and certain cardiovascular conditions will qualify them for a chronic plan. Okay. Don't forget about relocation, moving out of a service area. That will also create a SEP. Another one that we commonly see is loss of employer group coverage. So you have an individual who was working at a company beyond age 65, and they've come off that group plan, and now they want to get into Medicare. So that creates an SEP. Okay. Another one that we have, and this is a region specific, is a disaster SCP. We just went through a massive storm here in Texas, and so a whole bunch of states fall under this disaster SCP, and so we've got that's available to utilize. We also have 5-star. Okay, don't forget you can utilize the 5-star SCP. Now you can only use that once. Unfortunately, in my area, we don't have a 5-star, but in your area, if you do have a 5-star plan, then that gives you that ability to use that. So it's kind of a game, which SCP you utilize. And really, it doesn't matter. Okay, pick one that works and can get the individual into that plan that is best for them, and you should be good to go. Again, thank you so much. I hope this helps you.